Läufige Schroff. Winchester. Jawohl. Kann man nichts leisten. Jawohl. Das ist ja nice. Okay. Mal gucken, was jetzt kommt.
Hello? Hello? It's Armadillo 731. What is it with these things? Hello? It's a new line. Hello? Hello?
Sounds fun. What's happening?
I have no idea. Yeah, if it's important, they'll send someone down like they did with you.
Suddenly, the world is full of days.
Yeah. I remember when we first got here. We used to consider people from Dade County to be exotic. Now guys can get here from the Midwest, and they can do it in 6 days.
Things have changed.
They've gotten away from me. Hello? I don't understand it no more, boy. Honest to goodness.
I'm not sure I do.
Marshall! 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 I'd just been up in the canyon, spying like you said. I think I seen me a couple of them rustlers. I think it was the Ballard twins and a couple of Mexicans.
They up there right now?
Well, it was a group of 4 men rounding up Mr. Gulch's livestock, and none of them looked like any of Gulch's hands, so yes, sir, right now.
That sarcasm's most unbecoming, Eli. It's gonna hold you back in life, even worse than your lazy eye. All right, let's go.
Nice.
You ride with us again, Marson?
Will you help me?
I will try.
It'd be my pleasure.
Nice.
He's just a boy.
So, wohin?
How long you been working for the government, Marston?
I don't work for the government.
Well, I got a telegram from some federal clowns in Blackwater that says otherwise. Are you some kind of vigilante?
You don't look like no government, boy.
I guess it's complicated. I came because it was made impossible for me not to.
You sure are a tight-lipped son of a bitch, mister.
I guess I am. I ain't gonna dig this hole no deeper.
Ain't you all proud and superior? Don't forget you need us more than we need you. Bill Williamson folded you up like an empty purse the last time, if I remember correctly.
Simmer down, Jonah.
Listen to your boss, Jonah. There's a good boy. Otherwise, I'll put a hole in your hillbilly head and watch your tiny brain drain out.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you, Marston. I ain't for all this government interference.
Believe me, Marshal, neither am I.
I try to keep the federal boys happy. I mean, we need all the help we can get. Well, what does a flannel-mouthed city boy who's never forked a bale of hay in his life know about a state like New Austin?
Nothing, I reckon.
All this manifest destiny hogwash, taming a wild land. Not far now. Eyes open, boys.
Okay. Das war das letzte Mission, an der ich mich auch noch erinnere.
Everybody dismount. Follow me. Oh, now.
Okay.
Let's move up the canyon towards the fort. Be ready, boys. We're probably going to be outnumbered.
And those bastards ain't short on firepower, neither.
Let's see how many there are. If we can take them alive, good. If not, smoke the sons of bitches.
Music to my ears, Marshal.
So, was sind meine ganzen Waffen? Gold? Wieso?
Damn! Those bastards were waiting for us.
This way.
Help me out here, will you? Good shooting, boy.
One for the government, boy.
There's one more for the vultures.
Tschüss. Guter Fall.
Okay, boys, you head down that left fork. I'll take the right. Marston, you can come with me or go with them.
Wollen sie entweder.
Are you kidding me?
Folgen wir dem.
Me and you again, Marston. Let's hope this goes as well as last time. Damn you. Eyes up, boy. Behind that rock.
Was.
My God.
Oh. Was war das denn jetzt?
You better surrender. You hear?
Okay.
I'm gonna put you down.
That'll do it. Come on, let's keep moving. Hellfire. There's our boys on the other side.
Zack. Kurz. Bisschen gelootet.
There's one of them. They're still coming. Put down your guns and surrender.
You don't want to do this, my friend.
Get to that kid. Blast him, boy.
Zack.
I see one of them. Let's clear out Pike's Basin
Sechs
once
gewonnen.
and for all. Surrender, or I'll kill you all. I see you, boy.
Gangart.
Guess it's too late to talk about things.
Nice shot.
Damn, they're like rats.
Okay.
That bastard won't be rustling no more. We got one.
Hä? Das im Auto, ist auch irgendwie lächerlich.
Don't leave yourself open. All right, search the camp, Marston. I'll wait for you a short ways up this ridge.
Ja. Zack. Zack. Schön, Munition. Der Typ rennt halt wieder vor, ist auch okay.
Keep your eyes open. I saw a couple of snipers across the way. Eyes up! Snipers! Follow me!
Oh. Ist.
I'm giving you one last chance to put your hands in the air!
Okay.
There's the bastard. Good shooting, boy!
Das war er.
Ain't your life worth living?
Jesus wept. Come on! Give them hell! Come on, let's get to the rest of the boys.
Der macht einen Stress.
Hang in there! Stay with me!
I need to get out of here.
Was ist der Typ? Noch gelebt. So. Gucken. Da macht auf jeden Fall einen Stress.
This looks as good a spot as any.
Zack.
Gather around and listen up. Let's get as close as we can before opening fire.
Ist ja okay.
Fire wheel, boys. Try to keep them cabin hogs alive.
Get those thieving bastards! There's one more for the...
Genau, das war chillig. Okay.
It's you or me, friend.
Gehen wir doch mal runter. Wie ist jetzt also? Ja. Ich ja noch nicht. Ich wollte auch sparen, das letzte ist aber halt. Ja. Das Ganze. Was hier? Rettet Ranch-Arbeiter.
Looks like the bollards won't be rustling again anytime soon. Quick, let's get those hostages free.
Weißt du? Dann nicht? Oh, er zieht sich nicht auf. Er zieht sich. Da liegt noch Repetiergewehr.
Thanks, Marshal. We're indebted to you with our lives.
Nice.
Just get them cattle back safe.
All right. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Well done, Mr. Marston.
Yes, well done.
Now, about Williamson.
I'll do what I can. You know, as you can see, this country is infested with all manner of scum.
Say that again.
But one other thing, Marston. Mr. Johnson, sir. It's Mr. West Dickens. He's missing.
Who?
Mr. West Dickens, the tonics merchant. He was due in town last week.
Oh, the narcotic and bat piss salesman who cons housewives out of their money with promises of eternal youth.
Yes, him, but I think you're being a little unfair. He's helped a great many of the county, and many of the townsfolk are really missing him.
You hear that, Marston? We just butchered a gang of thieves, and the town is up in arms about a missing snake oil merchant. I am so glad to be serving such a wise and respectable people. Come on, Eli.
Schön. Eine weitere Mission. Geschafft. Geil. Spitzenoberhammer. Hauptsache mein Typ sitzt da weiter. Wow, ich habe $25 verlassen. War das dafür, dass ich auf mich schießen lassen habe? Alles. Ja, jetzt kriegen wir noch 100 so hoch ist. Komm mal her. Karte. Jetzt hier. Oh. Das WLAN. Das müssen wir auch nochmal machen, dieses Five-Finger-Filet. Aber wo ist ein W? Da ist das W. Das ist ordentlich weit weg. Wir machen jetzt nochmal das bei der Bande weg. Dann.
Go!
Ah. So was nochmal und dann. Was wir auch nochmal. Also ich das Pferd da erschossen, es tut mir leid.
Whoa there!
Längs, oder? Ja, genau. Perfekt. So.
Yeah! Let's go!
Ah, nicht. Ja.
Yeah!
Ey, ich bin wieder bei der Farm. Was Neues, scheinbar.
Hey, you! Get that guy! Come over here!
Genau. Das will ich nur morgen wieder. Super. Nur zur Hütte zurücklatschen. Und okay, das geht auch. Mal gucken. Ruf, ruf. Zack. So, schreiben ja. Perfekt. Dann kommt Kopfgeld, das können wir uns glaube ich aber auch jetzt. Jetzt zumindest. Das reicht wahrscheinlich nicht. So cool mit dem Kopfgeld. Ja, ist ja klar. Ach ja. Zack. Aber kann ich doch nur schlafen gehen. Ich darf immer ziemlich alles, wenn es klappen würde. So. Oh, jetzt ist auch dick. Okay. Geil.
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson. To settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is that I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me Bonnie.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true. Especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute, and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Okay. Er hat echt ein Hausleben gehabt. Oder hat ein Hausleben. Eine schwere Kindheit
Hey,
gehabt.
let's head over to the cow pen. It's about time a budding farmer such as yourself learned how to herd cattle. Nice to see you, ma'am. Giddy up!
This weather makes a man happy to be alive.
Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
I ain't so sure about that, but thank you.
Irgendwie glaube ich, dass er echt ein guter Mensch ist.
How are you, Miss McFarland?
Auch gut, er ist kein Killer, ja.
Whoa! All right, let's see if you can herd cows as well as you can charm humanity. Yeah!
Come on.
That's it, Dave. Hop up, Mr. Moss.
Come on, boys.
Nice job, Mr. Marston. He's got it.
Herd the cows down the road. Pretend you know what you're doing.
Ain't that hard,
This way. We need to take them out to the pasture.
Yeah. Go.
Nein! Na klar. Oh, es ist eine blöde Aufgabe. Oh, das muss ein nächstes Mal machen. Oh, das wächst bei uns. Ja, das ist so ein Vieh.
Let's go.
So,
Damn
der
it down.
Nice of you to join me.
He's just showing off now.
Good. Now we need to move this entire herd out to the far pasture for grazing.
Was? Noch weg? Oh ja, so.
Keep sweeping behind them. That way they'll stay together.
Barney's gonna
No
love this.
stopping. Let's go. Let's go.
Alles klar. Anzusehen, was soll ich da ansehen?
You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Nice, ich hab dafür sogar Geld bekommen einfach. Das ist natürlich cool. Eigentlich kann man alle was machen. Eine Aufgabe machen wir noch, wenn die noch was hat. Gucken, vielleicht hat's ja noch was. Warm wiederkommen heute nach 8 AM. Ach so. Zack. Ja, aber ich glaube, es reicht doch. Und das nächste Mal. Ja. Ich speichere jetzt hier noch das Ganze ab. Kannst du. Hufeisen. Alles klar. Mal ganz kurz speichern. Auf den da. Ja. So, ich würde sagen, das war dann auch die erste Aufnahmesession von Red Dead Redemption 1. Wir sehen uns beim nächsten Mal wieder. Ich wünsche bis dahin eine gute Zeit. Ciao.